Hello, amazing Facebook friends. How are you today? It is Tuesday afternoon, and today I'm coming to talk to you about confidence. How confident are you? Where does confidence stem from? And if you don't have it, how can you get some? Because everybody seems to be always looking for more confidence. We don't want to shrink back and play small in our lives. This is what I've learned about me. And that doesn't mean you're out in front of people doing Facebook Lives per se, but it does mean that you're chasing what you want to bring to fruition in your life. It means that you have the confidence to go after your dreams and desires, and that you are somebody that wants to pursue what your soul calls you to do. And for example, I know, and I wrote a chapter in this book right here. I put this on my shelf just like that so you could see it. The Other Side of Divorce. I put in my chapter that it was really hard for me to leave my marriage because I was afraid. And it took many years for me to gain the confidence to leave that marriage. And it took a lot of prayer and a lot of meditation and a lot of reflection and a lot of listening to other women and their experience to get me to make a move to leave that situation, which had taught me what I needed to learn. And then it was time to go. It was time to leave that situation. And there are so many women out there I know who either want to get a divorce or are getting a divorce. And I had a great conversation with some women over the weekend at a drumming circle, a drumming gathering. It was amazing. And if you want to know more about that, I'm happy to share with you if you're a woman looking for a book discussion, a spiritual book discussion, and drumming, because I think we all need these kind of situations where we're together in connection and we're together. We are sitting together. But how do we build our confidence when we are maybe timid or shy, or when we feel like, oh my gosh, I need to do this fear-based thing, this thing that causes me tremendous anxiety, and I want to get out of this marriage, or I want to get out of this job, or I want to get out of this situation that I know I'm done with, and my soul is pushing me to do something else. Well, you have to do things like journal about where you are. Start maybe reading some books that would help you to open your consciousness. You have to do things, and maybe these are small things. You have to do things that push you to step up your confidence. What are you afraid to do in your life? Are you afraid to try that new recipe you've always wanted to try? Are you afraid to go to a meetup event where I had a meetup event recently where I can just go play games with people? What is something that pushes you out of, and I don't like to use this terminology, your comfort zone, because it's not really a comfort zone so much as it is a place where you're stagnant or your energy is not moving. And maybe it is a comfort zone if you want to call it that, because that's a term or terminology that's recognized by a lot of people. But I am one of these type of mentors that will ask you, what is it that you want to change in your life? And then I will actually help you to step into those spaces where you know you want to go, where you know you have a passion or a dream or a desire or a want, or you want to do something in your life and you think to yourself, and I did a video about this a few weeks ago or last week, having regrets. Don't have any regrets. Do what you need to do. And if you need to have a mentor or someone, and I know the word coach is used a lot, but between the words coach and mentor, I think there's a difference. And so if you want to do something that someone else has done, then find that person, ask them how they did it, step into a space where you are building that confidence. And it's like a muscle where we have to go do the thing that we are scared to do. And that will help us build that confidence. And so maybe if you're like me and you are somebody who wants to get a divorce and you're thinking to yourself, well, how am I going to do that? I am so terrified to leave my marriage because what will I lose? What will it mean for my children? What will it mean for my finances? What will it mean for my home and my community because I'm leaving maybe somewhere that I've lived my whole life? What will all of that look like? but I will challenge you to say, what will it look like if you stay? And how will your confidence and how will your hope be diminished if you continue to stay in a space where you're miserable, where you're unhappy, where, like me, you were treated disrespectfully, where you were belittled, where you were condescended to, where you were made to feel as though you had no value. And that's how I felt. Those were my emotions. And before I got married, I was a very confident woman. I was somebody who always was wanting to dare myself to do more, to be more, to have more. I was always that woman. And then I got married and I gave away all my power to somebody else. I gave away all of my confidence, or I let it slip away. And as you can see, my voice is changing here. Ooh, interesting. I've been practicing this morning. I didn't get through all of my voice lessons on my video. And so I guess I need to go back and revisit that. But if you are having issues with confidence, reach out to me. And maybe you want some one-on-one mentoring about how to become more confident. How can you get those things in your life or do those things that you want to do, that your soul, your spirit, your soul's agenda calls you to do in life. And if we sit in that space, and we can sit in that space, and I used to say this all the time, when we get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when we'll act. And sometimes it takes reaching a bottom. Thank you for the like. It takes reaching a bottom where we are just miserable. And we think to ourselves, how am I ever going to get out of this space? And that's the beautiful piece of connection with other people. Because when we join a community or we join something or we reach out to a mentor and we get mentoring from somebody who's been where we've been and who understands our struggle, who understands what we're experiencing, maybe not in the exact same way, it builds our confidence. It builds our belief in ourselves. It builds us to think if they can do it, so can I. And it might take you a little longer. Or you might be like me and you're like, bam, 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 let's get the hell out of Dodge because I'm sick and tired of being here. But when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and my mentor used to say this to me, my vitamin mentor, he used to always say, when people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, they'll reach out to me about my supplements. And now his company is millions of dollars of worth. And he's not even here anymore, but his wife is. But yeah, confidence is something that I know people look for. I know people want to have the confidence to chase what they want or to get their body into shape or to go on that trip that they've always wanted to go on or get that divorce that has been hounding them for years. And I felt that way, you all. I knew that I was not meant to be in this marriage, but I just couldn't see a way out. And I couldn't see what was in store for me not being married. And that scared the ever-loving crud out of me because I couldn't control that. And life is about surrender, you all. If you want to have a powerful, magical, synchronistic life, you definitely learn to follow your heart and follow the still small voice within you. And this is what I've learned over the last 16 years, that I was doing my own thing to heal me and to make me a more whole woman and a more confident woman and a woman who has freed her voice now to be herself, be her authentic self. But that's why we're here. That's why we're here. And so if you're looking for more confidence in your life, then reach out to me. Send me a message. And I put on my page that I'm doing one-on-one divorce coaching for women. And I would love to mentor you, divorce mentoring, let's call it that. I would love to mentor you because I've been in your shoes before. And I know what it's like to feel afraid and to be in that unknown space and wonder what my finances are going to look like, wonder what is going to happen to my children, wonder what's going to, where am I going to live and how am I going to make it through this and what's, all of those questions, those unknowns. And I walked through this many years ago. And from that point on, my whole world began to shift and change and get better and better and better and better. And I say this all the time to people is that because I showed up for myself, and I listened to this great video about Carl Jung today, when we show up for ourselves, you all, and I'm going to do a video on this as well because I say this a lot. I have put for the last 16 years since I knew that I started this spiritual journey, I have put the oxygen mask on me. I have put the oxygen mask on myself, and then I've put it on everybody else. But it took me time, effort, it took me energy, it took me learning, it took me studying, it took me reading, it took me watching videos and being part of book clubs and doing things out of what I was normally regularly doing. I had never delved into this part of myself. And I went in, all in, you all in. And what it has done is it has transformed my life. Transformed my life to be the mother, the mentor, the sister, the daughter, the friend that I am today. And without doing those things that I knew my heart was calling me to do or my soul was calling me to do, I would still be stuck in that marriage. And probably, I really think my body would be falling apart. So is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to stay in a space or not build your confidence or not do things that cause you to maybe have a little fear, but you do it anyway to build that part of you that wants more for yourself? And maybe not only more for yourself, but more for your children, or more for your community or whatever work you do in the world. It's worth it, you all. It's worth it. Because I know this because I've done the work. And so now that is why I want to help other women who are going through this. And so reach out to me if you're interested in learning more. And I was supposed to have a meeting with my Firewalk sister today. Hello, Epi. I was supposed to have a Firewalk meeting and she wasn't feeling good, but looks like we're going to be doing a Firewalk in May. And so look for more information on that to come. I can't wait for you all to get notification about that. And I hope you all are having a great day. I wore my kind of like my Mardi Gras colors today, my Fat Tuesday colors. And I'm going out to lunch now with somebody, and I will look forward to connecting with you again soon. Hope you have a great day. Make sure to DM me if you're interested in learning more about my mentoring program, or you can schedule an appointment with me and we can chit chat. And so have a super duper day. I look forward to connecting with you soon and signing out.